Borthakur IAS Academy, an endeavor of excellence.
Borthakur IAS Academy.
Hello everyone, welcome to Borthakur's IAS Academy, Northeast's premier institute for UPSC, APSC and NPSC preparations. I'm your friend Atreyi, and today I'm here with another segment of Current Affairs 365 dated 12th of May 2021. I hope you all are doing well and taking good care of yourselves. Please like and share this video, and also don't forget to subscribe to our channel. So without any further ado, let's get started. So the first news of today is regarding distribution of portfolios. Chief Minister Dr. Himanta Biswa Sharma, he allocated the portfolios to his 13 cabinet colleagues. The Chief Minister kept the Home, Personnel and Public Works departments. Ajanta Neog will be the first women finance minister of the state, and she will also be looking after the social welfare department. Here you can see the list of some of the ministers and the departments allocated. Sahitya Academy Awardee Homen Borgohain is no more. He is one of the most prominent literary figures of Assam and was born on 7th of December 1932 at Thokwakhana, Lakhimpur. He served as the president of Assam Sahitya Sabha and is known for his literary works for years, which includes several novels, short stories and poetries. He also served as the editor-in-chief of Niyomiya Barta, an Assamese daily, till his last breath. His notable works includes Pita Putra, for which he was awarded the Sahitya Academy Award in Assamese language, Atmanusandhan, Matsya Gandha, Thumuha Aru Ramdhenu, Haudor Puteke Nao Mili Jai. His other awards includes Assam Valley Literary Award, Nilamani Phukon Award from Assam Sahitya Sabha, Srimanta Honkordev Award and Matsyendra Nath Award. Next in news, we have the challenges which are related to the vaccination process during COVID-19. COVID-19 vaccines are being developed at the fastest pace, than any other vaccines for any other disease, yet there are shortages. Specifically, there was a decrease in the number of vaccine doses administered in the week starting from 1st of May, after the government dropped the age limit, and now the vaccination is provided beyond the priority groups. So there are certain issues which are both global as well as national. First, we will have a look at the global issues, and then we will see what are the challenges that we as a nation, India, is facing. So the first global issue includes, definitely it has to be the huge population of the world, because about 7 billion people has to be vaccinated worldwide, and that too mostly with 2 jabs or doses, right? This demand is quite high. Next is the self-centered rich nations. More than 80% of the available vaccines, they have been either ordered or already stocked by the few nations which have only about 20% of the world population. Even with a World Health Organization led effort like the COVAX, only about 1% of the African population has received vaccination so far. There is a delay in emergency approvals. Only 3 vaccines, namely Pfizer, Moderna and Janssen, have been approved by the US. The most affordable AstraZeneca vaccine still awaits approval. Vaccines of China like the Sinovac and Sinopharm are yet to be approved in the Western countries. So this emergency approval in the vaccines is also causing a lot of problem globally. Now let's have a look at the challenges which India is facing. Firstly, there is a limited supply of the vaccines. The capacity of the 2 vaccine manufacturers, namely Covaxin and Covishield, which are being administered to the population, they are now getting a lot of bigger orders from the state governments and the private hospitals, which might take months to fulfill. There is a huge supply chain gap. India ranks number 3 after the US and China in absolute number of vaccine administration, but only 13% of its population has received a single dose, and only 2% is fully vaccinated. Many countries have already vaccinated more than half of their adult population. And the biggest challenge so far is the digital divide. Since there is this issue of mandatory co-win registration as a part of the new decentralized distribution strategy, it potentially adds as an entry barrier because it could be tougher to navigate the users both in terms of access to the platform and also as an only English interface for users so far. Mandatory online registration introduces a skew in favor of the urban centers, given that over half of the India's population has access to broadband internet, while the rural teledensity is only 60%. Some of the states with lowest teledensity includes Bihar, Uttar Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, Madhya Pradesh, etc. It is also more difficult to those with lesser access and greater unfamiliarity with the technology. India's COVID vaccination drive will be a monumental mission, not just because of the huge population of our country, but also because India is going to vaccinate a large part of the world, as it is one of the world's leading vaccine producers. Addressing the issues associated with the development and distribution of vaccine will augment the effort to efficiently get vaccines to hundreds of millions in the shortest period of time. And if we want to make it possible, then another way forward here is that the safe vaccines, which has been tested, regardless of their origin, they need to be quickly examined and added to the pool of the vaccines which are suitable for administration to the population. Then only it will be possible for not just our country but the entire world to work together and vaccinate the population, global population, against this deadly disease. The next news is about the Union Territory of Pondicherry, which has become the 4th Union Territory or state to provide assured tap water supply to every rural home under the Jal Jeevan Mission. Jal Jeevan Mission, it is under the Ministry of Jal Shakti, and it mainly aims to provide a supply of 55 liters of water per person per day to every rural household through the functional household tap connections by 2024. This mission focuses on an integrated demand and supply side management of water at the local level, creation of local infrastructure to provide, which will converge with the government programs and schemes, and it also aims at providing functional tap connection to the schools, Anganwadi centers, Gram Panchayat buildings, health centers, wellness centers, and the community buildings. This mission is based on a community approach to water and includes an extensive information, education, and communication as the key components of this mission. It looks forward to create a Jan Andolan for water, thereby making it everyone's priority by including all the people in the rural areas. The funding pattern, which is shared by the center and the state, it is 90:10 for the Himalayan and northeastern states and 50-50 for the other states. For the union territories, it will be 100%. And the total allocation of the scheme is over 3 lakh crore. In the budget of 2021-22, the Jal Jeevan Mission Urban was announced under the Housing and Urban Affairs Ministry. It aims at providing universal coverage of water supply to all the households through functional taps, and this will be in accordance with the Sustainable Development Goal number 6, which is clean water and sanitation. Next, we will discuss about the MLA Local Area Development Scheme. Recently, the government of Rajasthan, it approved a proposal to provide rupees 3 crore each from this fund to mobilize the resources for COVID-19 vaccination of the age group of 18 to 44 years. Now, what is this particular scheme, Members of Legislative Assembly Local Area Development? It is the state's version of a central scheme which is known as the Members of Parliament Local Area Development Scheme. And the objective of this scheme is to create the local needs-based infrastructure, assets of public utility, and also to remove the regional imbalances in development. This scheme is implemented in rural as well as the urban areas of the state. However, the MLAs, they do not receive any money under this scheme. Rather, government transfers it directly to the respective local authorities. The legislators can recommend the works in their constituencies based on a given set of guidelines, and the amounts per MLA, it varies across the states. Delhi has the highest allocation under this scheme, where each MLA can recommend works up to rupees 10 crore per year. The guidelines of this scheme also differs from state to state. After the legislators give the list of developmental works, they are executed by the district authorities as per the government's rules. Next, in news, we have a bamboo variety known as the Bhima bamboo or the Bhima bamboo. The Tamil Nadu Agricultural University, they have designed an oxygen park within its premises with this variety of bamboo, which is known as the Bhima bamboo. Okay, this particular variety is a superior clone of the Bambusa belcoa, which is a higher biomass yielding bamboo species. This species is considered to be one of the fastest growing plants, which grows about 1.5 feet per day. This is really strange because the growth level is quite high. It grows 1.5 feet per day under good weather conditions, and it is said to be one of the best carbon sink to mitigate carbon dioxide emissions. Now let us have a look at the government initiatives which are related to bamboo in our country. First is the bamboo clusters, which is a very recent activity of the Union Minister for Agriculture and Farmers Welfare. We have seen that he virtually inaugurated 22 bamboo clusters in 9 states, and it is important also because Assam is included in this 9 states. Okay, though the 9 states which were included in this 22 bamboo clusters are Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, Orissa, Assam, Nagaland, Tripura, Uttarakhand and Karnataka. The second initiative is National Bamboo Mission, which was restructured in the year 2018-19 for a more holistic approach towards development of the complete value chain of the bamboo sector. This mission, it aims at connecting the farmers to the markets so that they can get a ready-made market for the bamboo grown and increase the supply of the appropriate raw materials to the domestic industry. The third and the most important one is removal of bamboo from the tree category. Under the Indian Forest Act of 1927, bamboo was regarded, it came under the category of a tree, but it was amended, this particular Act of 1927, it was amended in the year 2017, where bamboo was removed from the category of trees. And this was mainly done in order to make cultivation and business in bamboo more flexible for everyone, so that anyone can undertake the business and its products without any particular transit permission. The next news is about National Technology Day, which is celebrated in India every year on 11th of May. This day was first observed in the year 1999, and it aims to commemorate the scientific and technological achievements of the Indian scientists and engineers. This day was named by the former Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee, and every year the Technology Development Board of India, they celebrate this day by providing a national award to the scientists and engineers for their contribution in the field of science and technology. It provides financial assistance to the Indian industrial concerns and other agencies so that they can continue their work in the field of science and technology. And this year's theme was Science and Technology for a Sustainable Future. I'm sure you all know the significance of this day. This day is important because India successfully tested the nuclear bombs in Pokhran on 11th of May 1998, where we test fired our Shakti 1 nuclear missile in an operation called Pokhran 2. It was codenamed as Operation Shakti, which was led by our former president, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. And you can also watch the movie Parmanu to get a better, idea of the entire thing. You can read about it obviously, but if you want to watch the movie, then you can go for this Parmanu movie. This was all for today. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it was useful for you all. Please like and share, and also don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. I'll see you all again tomorrow with another session of Current Affairs 365 only at Borthakur's IAS Academy, Northeast's premier institute for UPSC, APSC and NPSC preparations. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.
Borthakur IAS Academy. প্রস্তুতি আৰু অধ্যয়নৰ নিৰ্ভৰযোগ্য ঠিকনা।
Borthakur IAS Academy.